I mean, maybe it works now. Oh, Spotify. I was upset, and then the sound went away, and I had to do the whole spiel again. Welcome back. So, because the audio is off the video now, it's a little different. So the show kind of starts when the show starts now. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. My name's Kasabian, and I'll be your host, but I am still recording for future because we're going to use that audio. So I still got to do the intro the way that I do it, but this will be heard in this fashion. So I'll just start recording now so that way it doesn't seem like I'm doing anything so weird when the music's playing. You can't hear it. 50, well, maybe he's like 75 cent now. You know, this is COVID weight. He did his thing, though. I mean, he tried. 50 looked crazy. 50 was squirming about. We'll talk about it. Don't hurt me no more. Oh, I got Pam. Oh, I already showed y'all. Stop playing. You know what happens when the live kicks like that? Nobody gets to see us. We go dark. Every time. I don't even know what happened. Like, that was rando. Can't play the music on YouTube or Facebook or Spotify and whatnot yet. We'll figure it out when we can, but cannot. I know it sucks. All you hear is breathing. There's a party in my head. What is love? Don't hurt me. I started drinking this water because the other water wasn't paying us. This water don't pay me either. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? As I drink my water, my name is Kasabian Lavoe, and I'll be your host of the Kasabian Lavoe Show, behind the microphone with talent on loan from God. If I'm not behind the microphone, I don't think I'll be able to use that, but I'm gonna try. But I like being behind the microphone saying that. Welcome back to the show. If this is your first time here, you couldn't hear the music or the intro stuff, that's okay. That's because we're on YouTube and we're live and we just can't broadcast with the music. But if you want to hear all that, you can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, Facebook, and anywhere podcasts are heard. We're all over the world. Audible, Amazon Prime, everywhere. Like, they got us locked in. You can watch us tomorrow or later on this, I think it's tomorrow, on Spotify or anytime after the show as a rebroadcast on Spotify. I mean, you know, we're up there with Rogan and DJ Academics. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for a little podcast. It really is. And if you've been here before, you know what time it is. Go get you a water, sit down. We got to talk. And just because it's Valentine's Day, I really want to keep it light. I didn't even I was going to do the whole Marconi thing and have all the breakdowns, but I realized that a lot of people were doing Valentine's Day stuff. And it seems like the Super Bowl wore everybody out. Is it just me? It's just everybody's just exhausted. And I don't understand why. It wasn't necessarily exhausting to me, but whatever. It seems like everybody had a good time. It felt like Vegas was kind of being Vegas. So before we even get into today's show, Kanye got to stop. This shit is weird. The little doodles on the paper and him saying the stuff on it. It's just like, you need real friends to assist you in this moment. And, you know, not everybody does good on the internet. Maybe you should consider hiring someone to help you with the internet. And maybe not a famous person. Pick like a regular person so that you don't do shit like this, because this is crazy. Sorry, not the good kind. And I'm crazy, so I can say when things are crazy. That's not okay. And I know it's Mental Health Mondays. You know, we got to talk about our mental health. I'm not doing okay. But I can't say I'm not doing okay. I was just down. Like, I'm an empath. I think that's what they call those. Like, I seen somebody just in a real bad position, pause, and I was just like, damn, dude. Like, I'm a couple steps away from fucking everything up and being right there, and not just been dwelling on it all day. But because it's Valentine's Day, I understand a lot of people might be lonely. A lot of people have been breaking up due to COVID and being locked in the house. And a lot of people, you know, it's just, you get tired of each other and shit changes, man. Sometimes life don't go the way you got it planned. And don't be afraid to speak on it. I think that's always key when it comes to mental health. Just get it off your chest. Like, for real, get it off your chest and find a way to just escape in a healthy fashion. And when I say escape, I don't mean like completely bottle up your feelings. Like, go work out, go have a jog, go pick up a hobby, learn how to skate, start reading, do something. It's definitely a good time to work on yourself. And I never thought I'd be in an on and off again relationship. Like, that's not how I play. I don't do that bullshit. So, I'm making things work. And on Valentine's Day in 2006, I think it was 2006, right? I was at my high school. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing in my high school, but I was at my high school watching a basketball game or something. And I text this real pretty girl. I said, "Hey, I have a problem." I was a real cute motherfucker too. I was like, "Yo, I have a problem." I was like, "Can you help me?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "Yo, but I was like, it's a big problem." She's like, "No, I can help you." I was like, "Word, I don't have a Valentine. You want to be my Valentine?" And she was like, "Oh my God, I would love to be your Valentine, of course." And I was like, "I bet." So I'm gonna see you tonight. She never left. She came over to my house one night, never left. Swear to God, 17 years, still here. I don't know how or why, but 17 years later, yeah, we still here. And I see a lot of people my age, and I go, "Damn, dude, like, I guess, I don't know. I'm very thankful for having what I had in my life. I don't think I would be the man I am without having that person." So, take the time out there to appreciate your other person. You should appreciate them all the time, but this is my anniversary, I think. And it's special because like that was the beginning. Like, when our story begins, it starts a little bit before that, but like the official story starts right there and then. And it's a cute little story, man. I think it's people are afraid to tell these stories. Everybody always wants a cool fucking story as to how shit went down. No, sometimes it's just regular little shit. That was back when text messages cost like 5 cents a text too. So if that motherfucker would have said no, we would have had a problem. LA was crazy. I was gonna come in here and talk about all the crazy stuff that happened in LA this weekend during the Super Bowl. A bunch of parties were canceled. A lot of shows were canceled because of the violence that's going on in LA. There was a fight with Kodak Black and a couple of his men. Kodak got shot, bro. You can see it in the video. Kodak got shot. It was probably one of the most surreal sights that I've seen, because it looked like a fucking movie. And Kodak, I mean, bro, that man, y'all gotta be careful. Really got to be careful out there. I don't know what's going on, and I feel like Vegas right now is a little calm, but I think this is the calm before the storm. And what I see is that when the summer comes, we need to really pay attention to what's going on in our environment. Oh, there you go. Where you been? Don't be late, bro. It's Mental Health Mondays, so we working on our mental health right now, and you being late, it just fucks everything up, okay? And I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have yelled at you. I'm sorry. When I look over, I'm talking to the chat. So if y'all see me look that way, it's the chat. That way is Susan. That way's chat. You'll never see Susan. You'll never see the chat. So there we are. I don't like filming with the audio at the same time because it feels like I don't get to do my rundown. Like, it feels weird. Let's introduce the show. My name's Kasabian. I'll be your host. Welcome to episode 292. We're live from Las Vegas. All right, we talked about Kanye. We talked about Kodak getting shot and getting into a fight. Apparently, some gangsters out there was trying to clout chase over some comment that Kodak made with Lori London. We're going to be talking about Fat Joe, who wants to fight Joe Rogan. Right. There's a UFC recap that, we'll talk lightly on the UFC. There was a video I saw with a lady that jumped into a bank teller's little area. We'll talk about why she jumped in there in a second. Did Disney keep Rogan off the fight? I'm curious to know. Can somebody tell me? I'm really curious to know. And I don't think you should jump over Diddy's fence to give him a mixtape. Because Diddy might beat the shit out of you. Diddy's crazy. We will be getting into the whole... I got these stories that I want to tell from like early Netflix days when we were all in the house. Like when we was in the Netflix streets. I got some good ones. We'll get to it. But for now, let's jump into what else happened in LA. Look, LA looked like a great time. The SoFi Stadium looked amazing. I had goosebumps. At first, I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit felt like mids. Maybe because I wasn't watching on my big TV. I ain't gonna lie, I slept through the whole Super Bowl. I took a nap. I woke up. I caught the halftime show live. Probably not, but I saw it on my phone, so I didn't get the full effect. When I put it on my TV and I had it on the bigs, wow. Kendrick looked amazing. Love the outfit. I was asking Was he in his hood because the floor was LA? If Kendrick was performing in his hood, if somebody could confirm if that was his blocks, that is the most amazing shit I have ever seen. Do you know, I damn near teared up when I seen that shit. That was beautiful, bro. Eminem kneeling. Look, some say he did it. I don't think Eminem did it for Kaepernick. I'm going to be 1,000% with you. I don't think anybody gives a shit about Kaepernick. He didn't accomplish anything. Eminem said he did it for Pac. That was the rumor that it was for Pac. That's why they played the like, that's why Dre was doing that. Either way, M is for the people, M is for the culture. I've said before, what Colin Kaepernick did was just buffoonery, and I don't think Eminem was trying to do it to but look, Eminem he's hip hop through and through. So you know why he did it, and you know it's with good intentions. And at this point, I think with Jay-Z in the helm over there at the NFL, hopefully change will come. It does seem that this brought a lot of racism out to the forefront once again. Honestly, it's pretty amazing on how you have like the right and the left. I can honestly stand here and go, I know exactly what the right was going to say. I knew exactly what the left was going to say. Like, honestly, it was sickening. So we can start right away with all the shit they were saying about Snoop Dogg. First and foremost, stop talking shit that you don't understand or know. Let it go. Snoop should have been able to crip walk, gang bang, smoke a blunt, roll a blunt, do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Basically, the king of the city. Snoop Dogg is the most famous rapper of all time. It's beyond GOAT. Stop. Y'all can't tell me shit that Snoop did. Don't tell me what Eminem was doing. You don't understand what Eminem was doing. You don't understand why our culture is the way it is. I don't agree with what Kaepernick did. If he had a real problem and he wanted to make real solutions, he could have. He still hasn't. All he did was interrupt. If Eminem is going to make change, you know he'll do something. He'll really get out there and do it. So I just don't want that to be mixed. Now, there's this like side of people that are like, there's a bunch of videos on TikTok, and there's a group of people that are saying that the white boy came and did the protesting for y'all. That fucked me up. When I heard what the lady said, I wish I had her video to post it. It broke my brain that she thought that Eminem was doing the grand virtuoso fucking kneel for all black people in the world. Oh shit, all black people in the world. What? I'm glad the dude that did the reaction to her video was able to chop her down, but she wasn't the only one. It seemed that a lot of people felt like Eminem was just this great fucking white hope. Y'all gotta let that shit go. What is with y'all making everything about race? Can y'all stop the bullshit? Like, for real, stop. Stop. Bro, I swear to God, some people thought Eminem was gonna come out in a fucking Black Panther costume or something with a flat top fade. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Will y'all cut this shit out? First, beautiful fucking performances. Out of all the controversy that I heard, it was just like stupid shit from here, stupid shit from there. None of it made any sense anyway. Like, it wasn't a real like issue. The show was great. There wasn't any nudity. There wasn't any profanity. Nobody was getting murdered on stage. It looked like Kanye helped produce some of that shit on the floor. Just being honest. And I mean, it looked great. The SoFi Stadium looked amazing. Everybody looked great. Mary J. It's hard to watch Mary J. because all I could think of is Zeke. And then I could think just her in Power Book. 50, as big as 50 got. No, 50 being upside down. I'm going to flip this when I make the clip. But when 50 flipped and his hands were up, the first thing he did, he was like, oh shit, help. I can't move right away. It was instant. Like 50 literally just flipped upside down. I was like, go. Oh shit, help, pick me up. Get my hands. Get my fucking hands. They cut the camera away, try to make it look like he was doing something. Boy, he was trying to unhook so goddamn fast so he wouldn't pass the fuck out. 50's rich. Y'all gotta stop playing with 50. 50's rich. You don't gotta work out that hard when you got a lot of money. All right, let it go. He's rich. He got a beautiful girlfriend, a wife. 50's doing fine. But that shit was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Kendrick's, if I just want to know if Kendrick was in his hood. If he was, Kendrick, you are the fucking GOAT. That shit was great, yo. Mary did a great job. Anderson .Paak, MVP. He was in the back the whole time. Nobody seen him. The smile on his face, his excitement for Eminem, him playing the drums and then rapping along with Eminem was probably the most satisfying thing for me. I feel like it's between me and Anderson. Leave me alone. I love that kid, bro. He's not a kid, but I love him. I honestly have a serious, just a musical affection for him because he plays all his instruments. He's a really great writer. He's so humble, and he's just like, he's like a kid. When you saw him next to him, it felt like it was a very joyous moment for me as an artist to see something like that. That was dope. Shout out to Anderson .Paak. His band did a great job. Dre did a great job. Dre looked great. Dre looked a little rough, but it was good. Man, it was good. Snoop looked good. Everything looked good. The divide in the media over what happened was probably the dumbest shit I've ever seen. You got a group of people bitching about masks, a group of people bitching about Snoop smoking or not smoking, Eminem kneeling. Guess what? I don't know who fucking played, but LA won like I said they would, and they won by 3 like I said they would. I didn't bet on it because I didn't care. Somebody was like, oh, I made $50. I'm like, well, congratulations. You won some money. Some old guy here in town lost $5 million. That was the biggest bet that Caesars had ever taken. Gone. He betted on the Bengals. Gone. Broke. Probably self-delete. I don't know. At that amount of money? Eesh. You know what I'm saying? Eesh. Was the Super Bowl supposed to be like some grand, like, I don't know what the fuck it was supposed to be. I don't get it. Like, I listen to the media and they try to make their points around everything that's going on. None of it made any sense. Like, from Shapiro bitching about Eminem to the other people bitching about no masks and calling out all celebrities. Like, what's the point? Like, leave them alone. It was a great show. Everybody had a good time. The world has to open. We have to be people again. We don't want to be locked up no more. The shit is enough. Like, it looked great. But somebody still needs to go help Kanye. Please. If you didn't watch the UFC fight, you probably missed out on some real shit. Derek Lewis is my favorite UFC fighter. And I never really talk about him because he's a knockout master, which isn't exciting to watch. But for me, it is as a fight watcher. He was knocked out in this fight by, I can't even say his name, and I'm sorry, but by a great fighter. He's young, he's up and coming, and he's a problem. The dude dropped the elbow like the fucking thunder of Zeus on his head, bro, and put him down. Listen, Derek Lewis, keep your head up, man. He walked out the ring. He didn't even talk. Hey, fuck that. Hold your head. Hold your head. Knockout king, bro. Most knockouts in the UFC. Sometimes you gotta fall, man. That ain't shit, bro. That was a beautiful performance. You was beating his ass. You did what you had to do. You showed diversity, but you know what? He got the best of you, and you can't take nothing from him. That motherfucker could take a hit, and he was giving them right back. Beautiful fight. As far as the main event, it kind of went the way I thought it would. I have to watch it again. The criticism was that Whitaker did better than what they say. Whitaker versus Adesanya 2. Listen, Adesanya is amazing. My problem with Adesanya is that he bullies people. I think he should end them. Knock them out or just choke them and submit them. And he likes to pick them apart. Same thing with Kamaru Usman. These guys have this way of picking people apart. I think Kamaru has actually learned how to dial it up and end people without hurting them for a long period of time. Like, Kamaru would beat the shit out of you for 5 rounds and not knock you out. Now, he's tuned it in. He can knock you out pretty fast and end it. Izzy has the power to knock you out quick, but doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to fuck. Like, he wants to show you he could fight all night. And then he walks around like nothing happened. Like, he'll do the whole 5 rounds with you, beat the dog shit out of you, take some hits, and yeah, bro, I had a great time. Like, Izzy's the shit. I gotta watch it again. I don't understand the controversy. I don't think Whitaker did such a great job. It didn't look as a lot of people said he won. He felt like he won. I mean, it looked like you did a lot of action. You were moving a lot, but I can't see win. Win is a little. I don't know. I gotta watch it again and I'll see how it goes. But that was definitely an interesting UFC card, and those fighters all did a great job. The other controversy was Rogan. What happened? Did Disney really pull the plug and say, no, we can't have Rogan? Dana said, no, that's not a thing. Rogan didn't want to come tonight. It's weird because they are in Houston and Rogan is right down the block. Like, he could have pulled up and said, yo, what up? It's me, Rogan, whoop-de-whoop, and then bounce. I mean, you see him literally pop up at every other place in Texas on a random night for a comedy show. So for him not to take the gig and take a check, it's a little weird. It feels a little Disney-y. It feels like Disney came in there and said, hey, don't do that. All right. So, shit I see on TikTok. And to be honest, this one was great. This lady is in a bank. She's yelling. She's screaming at the teller, give me back my check. No. And I was like, oh, she's big mad, right? The lady behind the counter is like, ma'am, no, I'm not going to give you back your check. The lady says, give me back my M&F check right now. And the lady behind the counter goes, ma'am, you need to relax. Something like that. And then the lady proceeds to climb on top of the teller's counter go around the security glass, that thick ass bulletproof glass, walk into like the area, say, get on my face, and then like shuffle through the papers and find her check. Literally grabs a check and just goes, this is mine, I'm gonna take it back. Because they took all her money because of an overdraft. Did you know that banks make billions and billions of dollars off of overdraft fees? Yeah. Delete what? What you talking about? Was the audio bad? That's such a random comment. Hey, why do banks charge overdraft fees? How about don't pay it if I don't got it? Like, if I don't have it, just don't. I'm okay with you. I'm okay with them knowing that I don't got it. I'll deal with the bill collectors. You shouldn't just arbitrarily give away money and then tax the shit out of people for the money. Like, you shouldn't be able to make billions of dollars off of people not being prepared. Like, I get I get the idea and the sentiment, but when you literally are making a surplus of billions of dollars because of it, I don't think it's working well. Like, I don't think the bank should be able to do anything in that fashion. And you should have like a, hey, you want us to pay this for you? We'll charge you a fee. Is that cool? And then if you go, nope, I don't got it. I'm good. We could wait. Then maybe that should be an option. I want to know what he's talking about to delete. Either way, the lady jumping over the counter, that shit was funny as hell. That was, bro, shit. First off, do you know that once it's like scanned, it's that's it. It's done. They've like let the other side know that we're cashing this out, and because you owed that money, well, they got their money back. Like, what were you gonna do, or what are you gonna do? I wish we could find her. I want to know where she went. I really want to know where she went. I'm trying to find out what you're saying to me. I don't know what you're saying. Delete what? I don't know what part. Is there a delay? Did I miss something? What I miss? All right. The lady jumping over the counter was fucking hilarious. It really was. And I want to know what else happened to her. Somebody has to find out. Oh, and some rapper or R&B dude jumped over fucking Diddy's fence at his house. And maybe don't do that. There's better ways to get your music heard. Hopping over somebody's fence and, coming into their private residence is definitely not one of them. You can die. Don't do stuff like that. Like, it's not even worth it. Like, you might not get far from this. Please save yourself the time and just maybe promote yourself better. I don't know. Ask people if they know people. Nah, bro, sit down. I'm tired. I knew you was going to say that about TikTok, bro. I like it at TikTok, okay? They're nice to me there, and they only talk shit when I'm not paying attention. You see all those kids you got to go on my page. They be talking so much shit, bro. It's so funny. They are mean, but it's all right. I mean, I could appreciate those comments over the other ones. They're funny as hell. So, Fat Joe recently came out and basically said he wants to remove his music from Spotify, but he doesn't, right? He appreciates what everybody's done. He can't do it because he needs the money. We got to start getting a couple of things straight. Spotify is a distributor, right? The only way you can get your music there is literally like you have to submit it and it has to be approved. You have to have proper documentation of certain things. And although they do let young artists submit their music and have it stream on there, I mean, it's a contract. Like, there's a user agreement you have to go and read and accept and agree upon. Nobody makes you stream on Spotify. You don't have to. Now, when you say that Spotify makes all this money off of artists, I think it works both ways. Like, Spotify offers the streaming service. You have streaming music, but the contracts are with the labels, not with the artists independently. So a lot of artists that be moving their mouth about what they're doing with their music, there's very few of you that could really pull your music. You see what I'm saying? So who's really making money off the spins on Spotify? Because Spotify, as a product, sells advertising, right? Spotify says, listen, we have X amount of listeners. Who cares what they're listening to? They just listen. And this is what we sell our advertising space for. Pay us. The labels, I don't even know who came up with the 1,500 spins equals one sale, which was like 7 cents. I don't even know who thought that was a good idea. Whoever came up with these rules have placed the rules across all streaming platforms. Everybody getting mad because a streaming platform hosts a specific show they paid a ton of money for because it brings a ton of eyes to that platform is beyond me. One doesn't have anything to do with the other. Fat Joe has a problem with what Joe Rogan said, but Fat Joe himself was calling black women crackhead hoes or some shit on the Versus stage and then apologized the next day. I understand that one ain't got nothing to do with the other, but maybe you shouldn't talk about it. It doesn't make any sense because Fat Joe came out and basically said nothing. All he wanted to do was just put his foot out there and make it seem as if he's so virtuoso and standing with everybody. For what? For what? There's no point. What is the point of telling the whole world you're going to pull your music because you're offended at what Joe Rogan says? It doesn't affect. I promise you, we are sooner than later going to realize that music streams are worthless. The value of a music stream is nothing. When we ask what a stream is worth, music will be at the bottom of the fucking barrel when it comes to this. It might have been the starter to get people there, but guess what? People are here now. We ain't doing it no more. That shit happens all the time. Bait and switch, basically. It's not even a bait and switch. I just don't think the music holds the value that a podcast does or any other type of streaming service. What happens when TV shows make it to Spotify? You're telling me a 30-minute well-produced show is going to equal a shitty podcast, even like something like mine? No, it's going to be hard to compete with something like that. So your 3-minute song, what is a 3-minute song worth? Not much. It takes, 10 songs for them to even send an ad? They can give you a free half hour. So at least you know right there alone about 8 to 9 songs, 15 songs tops is going to equal one ad. They don't need you. You can, bro, they got 3-4 hour podcasts. They can run mad ads through there. Music is a rap. What Fat Joe's doing is just virtue signaling, and it's corny. And I think he should really understand what he's saying when he says he wants to fight Joe Rogan, the guy that works out every day and trains. I seen Fat Joe training, or whatever he called it. It was when he was losing weight. He had more reps on him than a mummy. His elbows like they was falling apart. That man ain't never done a bench press. That man ain't never done a pull-up. I understand you think you can throw your dick beaters, but there's a difference between throwing your dick beaters and fucking with somebody who's so well calculated that they know 10 steps ahead what they're going to do to you and exactly how your body reacts to the things that they do to you when they do it. And I know it sounds like a bunch of bullshit, but when you see Rogan, you're going to be very misconceived just by looking at him and going, that's the guy that can fight? Bro, he throws a spin kick at like 200 miles an hour. He'll put your kidneys together, make your ass piss blood for 2 weeks. You don't want to play with Rogan. I don't think that's a good idea to even play like that. And Rogan won't even look at you and be like, oh, yeah, fuck him. Rogan ain't going to do that. Rogan's too big for that. But let me tell you what Joe said on his Instagram live. Uprocks, they got the story here. And, basically he starts off by saying, I want to pull my music off of Spotify. That's what he starts by saying. And fuck Joe Rogan. It's smoke. When I see him, it's on. You don't want that. Then he goes and says, shout out to everyone that's better than me for taking the music off of Spotify, he said. I'm not, because all my people know Joe do charity. Joe gonna open up a business in the hood and give out jobs. Joe give computers to schools, but Joe got to get his bag. Joe ain't crazy. However, hold on. Let me just, before I forget. Man, it's so hard. However, he did question the platform for continuing to host Joe Rogan Experience podcast, which it paid over, because they say this wrong, it's over 100 million. I think it's 100 million over 3 years. So 100 million, 100 million, 100 million. So 300 million over 3 years. Exclusive hosting back in 2020. Spotify is made up of black music, whether it's R&B, whether it's rap, trap, reggaeton, it all falls in there. Fat Joe pointed out, because our music is on that platform and they make money from black people, do you think it should be allowed for a guy to talk racist shit on their platform? Do they make money off of black people, or do they make money off of contracts and deals that they cut? I wonder what's the most streamed music on Spotify. Like, I really want to know what genre of music. That's a bold statement to make. And you can't retroactive. Like, we really have to start talking about this. What's the cutoff? If in 2015, all of a sudden we stop saying something, like if we stop saying it's lit today and everybody that say it's lit from here out, we cancel, we have to have a cutoff date. You can't just pick and choose when you want to, like, okay, Joe said some dumb shit, but because he's a comedian, you see how he approached it? It's a lot different than someone being, like, hateful. And I don't care. I don't agree with what he did. I know that it's not right. What I'm saying is that times have changed, and we have to accept that things aren't the same. So when do we stop, and when do we say, okay, that was wrong. You have learned from it, and we expect you to not do it again. And as long as it's not done again, I think we should accept that apology and then see where it goes from there. I don't think Joe is that bad of a guy. And I'm not here to cape for him. I just think that dumb shit like this doesn't make any sense. Fat Joe can't pull his music off of Spotify. Guess what? You ain't making that much money off of Spotify. There's no way your bag is as crazy as you say it is. A lot of artists really don't make that much off of streaming, so I don't even know why they fucking act like it's changing their life. Your show should be streaming like crazy. You should be focused on making a better show. That's all I'm saying. Fighting Joe Rogan is a real bad move. I promise you that. And that's it. It's Valentine's Day. Go get your lady friend. Go get your dude friend. I mean, I don't give a shit if it's a dude and a dude and a lady and a lady. Y'all just go have a good time with y'all partners tonight, today, whatever it is. Go watch whatever little movies you like. Me and my old lady watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. Okay? I'd pay extra. The amount of titties that you see in Jocelyn's Cabaret, you should have to pay like an OnlyFans fee. It's ridiculous. Lean back. He gonna lean back when Joe Rogan kick his head off his fucking shoulders. Joe Rogan gonna knock his head off his shoulders and have his ass looking like 50 Cent with his hands up, looking like he gonna go looking ass. Bro, did you watch when Star chopped his ass up? If y'all don't know who Star is, go look up Star on YouTube. Star is pretty much, he's like one of the godfathers of this talking shit behind the microphone. Star went crazy on Joe. And Star will tell you he loves Joe and he knows Joe from way back, but he ain't ready for the dick beaters. He ain't ready for them shits. All right, y'all. I'm out for the day. Then I'm going to go play some video games with my friends. My name's Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wine.